30 years gone. The unsolved murder of Ramon Lara still haunts his family and the Austin police detectives searching for his killer.
In 1987, he worked as a clerk at Hillside Liquors in the Oak Hill Shopping Center near the Y in Southwest Austin. The person who took his life has never been caught and remains free to kill again. April 9th, 1987. It's just before 9 p.m., closing time at Hillside Liquors.
He was just your truly innocent victim.
23-year-old Ramon Lara was the only employee in the liquor store. What happened next is still a mystery.
A worker from another business in the strip center, they went in to check on him because they didn't see him. They found him with 2 gunshot wounds to his head, lying face down behind the counter, so I don't think he had much time to react.
Austin homicide detective Jeff Gabler took over this case when the original detective retired. Why is it so important to you to solve this case?
He wasn't out running the streets committing crimes. He was working. He was working for a paycheck, and he lost his life doing that. Parents, unfortunately, sometimes have to go to their own grave not knowing, and that's what keeps us going.
Coming up, a family's desperate plea for answers.
These people don't know when you go and take someone else's life, the after effect, you know?
For the first time ever, police reveal crime scene photos from this unsolved investigation and the man they think might have pulled the trigger. 30 years gone, a murder in Oak Hill, when we return.
Tonight, our investigative team is here to get answers for you. Email us at reportit@kxan.com. We investigate because the most important part of our story is you. Now, we return to 30 years gone. Murder in Oak Hill. Here's KXAN's Shannon Wolfson.
He liked to play soccer.
Yeah, he likes soccer.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to live life. Ramon was the type of guy, if you met him for the first time, you're going to like him.
You're going to have a best friend for life.
Mm-hmm.
Sister Monica was the last person to talk to him.
I was 16. My brother was 23. You know, I've lived past my brother's age. You know, not fair that I didn't get to have my brother with me.
Good angels, good persons go with God. So this is the way then I remember my son.
You put yourself in the family's shoes. You want the answers. You want the whys and someone to answer for taking their loved one's life.
At Austin Police Headquarters Homicide Cold Case Unit, Detective Gabler opens the Lara file for KXAN. Crime scene photos never released publicly, and some insight about why this crime has been so hard to solve.
The lack of eyewitnesses, the lack of anybody who heard anything, the lack of forensic evidence, just all adds up.
Ramon was shot sometime between 8:30 and 8:45 p.m., murdered with either a .357 or a .38 caliber. It was payday for employees at nearby Motorola, a day the store had more cash on hand than usual. The killer made off with $1,300 from 2 cash registers and a gun from the store.
Original investigation focused on several known subjects from that area who were involved in some armed robberies.
And for Gabler, one suspect is still at the top of his list, a man who committed several armed robberies in the area around the same time. He has since been to prison, but is back out and living in Austin.
We're just lacking that one golden piece to put us over the hurdle to link someone to this crime.
What is it going to take to solve this case?
Somebody out there knows something. They either know direct information regarding Mr. Lara's murder, or they heard something back then, and maybe they realize as they get older, hey, I need to do the right thing.
This family is counting on that.
He's 23 years old. Forever. It's time to just put an end to it and just not make it a cold case anymore and just solve it.
If you have any information that may help solve Ramon Lara's murder, call the APD homicide tip line.
The number is online right now at KXAN.com. We've also added a special case file feature of Austin's other unsolved homicides. Maybe you can help detectives solve these crimes. It's all in the investigative section of KXAN.com. And if you have something you want us to investigate, email us at report@KXAN.com.